What is up, everyone out there? Welcome back to the Phantom Fanatics YouTube channel. This is the Meandering Conversations Podcast. I'm here joined by my random guest.
By your brother?
Yeah. You're the random guest. You're the outlier out of all the people that I've had on here.
I just got done taking a pee, so...
That's great. Anyways, this is a podcast where we talk about whatever we want to. If you have stuck around to hear the shit that we have talked about, you clearly know that this is a podcast where we talk about questionable subjects. Right, Bryce?
The podcast where men are made.
Yeah. We teach you how to become men in this podcast. Yeah, even though, in most sex ed classes, it's just everybody, trying not to look at each other while they're getting talked about how the penis works or whatever. I mean, I'm not wrong.
Hair will start growing in your butthole.
Yep. They didn't mention that part. They said, yeah, hair will grow around you.
I learned more about... I don't think I learned anything. I think I learned most of... Or they call it health class, I guess. They don't even call it...
Yeah, I would prefer sex ed. Just two people walk in front of the class and start doing it.
You should make, a game where, you have to... It's, herpes, chlamydia, and then you have to, connect the dot to, a picture of what it looks like.
What?
Do they make mini-games for sex education? For drugs? Just pick which one is cocaine, which one is
crack, which one's meth.
If somebody gets an A+, you should probably be worried.
Yeah.
You should give... that's a test you probably don't want to be very good
at. That should just be the test to see if people are criminals. You arrest somebody, it's okay, you gotta take this survey real quick. Sir.
No, I don't think doing drugs is a criminal activity. I mean, it is, but I don't think it should be viewed as that.
Well, it depends on what the drug is.
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah. I've listened to a couple podcasts that kind of explained it where, I think people are going to, if they want to do a drug, they're going to do it anyways, and it'd be better to be legal and, be aware of it than make it illegal, and then that's how people...
Well, I'm pretty sure
It would be a lot safer. It would be a lot safer. Most drugs would be a lot safer if they were... Because when it's illegal, then you're kind of forcing people to get into, gangs and, do criminal activity. But if you made it legal, you could have, people prescribing stuff to you. I mean, alcohol is super... accessible, and it's probably one of the most one of the more dangerous drugs.
Hold on.
Compared to
I can't believe I googled history of meth, but yeah, I did that.
Meth is just fucking Adderall.
Yeah, but wasn't it legal at one point?
Meth is legal. You can get prescribed cocaine. You can get prescribed. I mean, it's very the medical uses aren't necessarily the most. There's that fucking sock.
Your cum sock?
Laundry.
No. Your cum sock.
No, but drugs would be a lot.
For some reason, I googled this history of meth page. Breaking Bad makes meth look so different.
Yeah, they make it blue or whatever.
Well, they make it crystals. On this, it more looks like a powder.
I suppose it depends. I don't know. I think you crystallize. You probably crystallize it
to smoke it. I don't know.
I don't know. Dude, I've never done meth before.
Well, then, wait. Is just crack rocks the same type of thing as meth?
No, crack is freebase and cocaine.
But I thought you smoke crack.
Two completely different drugs.
Fair.
You can smoke. I don't, bro. Yeah, I don't.
Dude, I thought you know everything, man. Oh wait, so the spoon with the lighter under it, that's Crack cocaine.
No, the spoon with the lighter under it's heroin.
No, I just googled crack, and that's what these images are.
No, cracks are usually out of a pipe. The spoon, I mean, you can inhale it with a spoon, but that's more tied to heroin.
Yeah,
you take the heroin powder, you heat it up so it turns liquid, and then you inject it into your vein.
Yeah, I was about to say that this reminds me of, what the fuck was that Family Guy sketch where it's Cookie Monster in the bathroom with like a spoon
heating up
cookie dough, and he's like, "Stay out of here." I'm pretty sure, wasn't there like a theory out there that all the different SpongeBob characters were on a certain type of drug?
You can say that about any TV show, probably.
Okay, name a TV show.
Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, yeah, man. There's a theory out there that each SpongeBob character is a different one of the seven deadly sins.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs is greed. Squidward is wrath. Pearl is lust. I don't know about that. Patrick Sloth, I see that. Mrs. Puff, gluttony. I don't really see that.
Because she's fat. Because she's fat.
Wow. Plankton's envy, I see that. And Sandy's pride. I swear I remember seeing a theory about this, that each of the SpongeBob characters... Yeah, okay, characters in SpongeBob, no, like others are physical.
7, but it's just SpongeBob.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's theories about all kind of shit in kids media that is just the most fucked up crap ever. Because wasn't the original idea...
I hear when people edit porn into movies. I forget what.
That's from Fight Club.
There's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
That. Oh, fuck, I just looked this up earlier. I'm trying to find.
Disney porno edit? I don't know. Why do I have safe search on? Disney edits?
Oh, I must have searched it on private because I didn't want it on my... It was a movie, and there's like this scene where these people... It's like an animated kids movie, and there's like... They're on like a rail car, and there's one with windows in the background, and one of the windows is like a naked girl.
Wait, really? Hold on. Animated... Disney, because I feel like you're just ripping that from Fight Club, because wasn't that in Fight Club?
Naked Girl Minecart Disney movie.
Naked Girl. We're diving deep. What?
The Rescuers?
Wait, what the? Hold on. The Rescuers Naked Woman.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's literally in the movie. They're like in a sardine can that's turned into like a...
Oh my fuck, that's right! Hold on. Wait.
I'm pretty sure it's real.
That looks photoshopped, though. That's the thing.
But I think that's the point. I think the person that edited the movie
just stuck like a realistic image on... So... To explain,
I wonder if you watched the movie, if that's actually the...
To explain what we're seeing, because this is a podcast, it's so the Rescuers is like these two mice in this like sardine rail car, and then in the background there's a window which has just like a photo of a topless woman.
I know what I'm jerking off to.
Okay, it says right here there's two frames. So there's only 2 single snot images, and I'm guessing it's played back at 24 frames per second. So only if you were going frame by frame to see it, you would notice it. But yeah. But yeah, like, what I thought you were thinking of was Fight Club, because doesn't that happen in Fight Club?
No,
like
when he's working
at the movie theater, he like edits a penis in like a. You know how many like kids movies just had like dicks in them, like the poster for the Little Mermaid. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, doesn't like the priest have a boner or something?
What? No. Little Mermaid poster penis?
Always Sunny podcast, definitely worth. You should give it a shot.
Yeah, definitely. Advertise other people's podcasts on my podcast. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just a straight up dick.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, nope. No. No. I saw some dark images there. So, anyways, why are dicks thrown in a bunch of kids' media? I don't know.
Somebody thinks it's funny.
Fair. Like, I just imagine, well, one was Rescuers, like 70s.
I have no clue, bro.
Yeah, it was 70s. So they were probably, like, on acid, and they thought, like, how can we put some, like, naked woman in there so the kids could see it?
Yeah, I don't think it was that. I don't think somebody was plotting. I just think it was just somebody thought it would be really funny.
So it's just like, hey, what if we just throw a naked woman in there for like 2 frames? Yeah, why not? I mean, that's how most of this type of shit starts. That's one of the most interesting things with Rick and Morty to me, is that a lot of the characters in that just have testicles on them. Like, I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like it's like put in a way because they're like aliens, so it doesn't feel like.
Well, doesn't like the Federation?
There's no like real like. I mean, there's some like nudity, but there's no like real humanoid nudity.
Yeah, it's always blurred out.
If it's not an alien, technically, if it's not an alien, I mean, it's technically not porn. It's not. If you make up a naked like creature, nobody could call that porn because.
I mean, there's this thing called Rule 34, like. I don't know, but it's like the thing that I find interesting is you're kind of right there that like if you show like an interesting creature design that's also that I just realized something that's what the xenomorph is. His head is a dick, and yet you're able to.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The alien from Alien, its head is just a giant dick.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the xenomorph had like something that they would in its universe they would consider its genitalia, but it's not human genitalia. But you can't call that porn because it's not real.
But I'm saying like could you sneak in the xenomorph's design in a PG-13 movie, even though its head is a giant penis? Like,
the head's not a penis.
It looks like a giant penis. Google xenomorph.
Looks like a fucking penis. Squidward's fucking nose looks like a penis.
What kind of penis looks like that?
A lot of things look like penises. That doesn't mean.
But no. That is intentional. I'm looking at my xenomorph model figure. It literally looks so much like a penis. Like, it has a bulbous tip on the end, and then it like has a. It's not the front side of the head I'm talking about, Bryce. It's the.
I just agree. I don't.
Well, also the fucking what's it called? The face huggers, they're pretty much just a vagina.
There's definitely more things that look like a penis that are in very popular shit than a fucking the xenomorph's head.
Name
don't
one.
Consider that a penis. I can't name one off the top of my fucking head, but I'm sure there are.
Then you always gotta question, like, why some, like, creature designs are also just, like, vaginas. Like...
Calm you down.
What? Oh, you said...
Yeah, something like... The Tom, get down.
Get down! Get to the chopper! Getting back to, like, Rick and Morty, the thing is, like, I feel like they purposely throw in just testicles on things, because, like, half the designs in the show just have like, it would already be fine if they just had, like, the two saggy things that could have been dicks, but they purposely add in hair on the side of them, like the bugs that work for, like, the Federation. Do you know what I'm talking about, Bryce?
Yeah.
They have abs, but their abs are just pretty much 3 nut sacks. Even though, like, I admit that Rick and Morty is a really fucking funny show. It's insanely clever.
Why would that make it unfunny?
I don't know. What the fuck? Okay. Wait, I never realized about their design until I looked it up. They have 2, like, of those flabby things near their crotch. Like, they have the 2, but they don't have a penis. They just have 2 testicle things near their crotch. Why am I looking at this?
I don't know, like Rick and Morty fan art.
It's not fan porn. Is there? Yes, there's probably porn of that. Like, why do I have to question this?
There's fan porn of everything, especially Rick and Morty.
Yeah. The internet's a messed up.
I think that's the thing that ruins Rick and Morty for me is the fan base of it. I feel like there's like all the people that were like waiting in line for all the fucking Szechuan sauce and shit. Those people ruin it for me.
And then
like,
the guy who like went like Pickle a Rick.
I just don't want to be categorized as one of those people.
Yeah, but it's like that's fandom in general. People take things to way too much of an extremist when they're like fans of certain shit. But then at the same time, I find it cool, like if you're going to like a Tarantino movie and you like dress up as a Tarantino character. Do you think that's pushing it, or?
Yeah, that's. People that dress up like that are probably 100% more likely to shoot up the place than.
Jesus.
Like the Joker guy.
Was he dressed? I don't think he was dressed up as the Joker. I don't think.
Was that fake? I don't know.
No. There was a shooting for the Dark Knight. There was a shooting for the Dark Knight premiere, but I think he wasn't dressed up as the Joker, but he did shoot.
The best Joker. If you want to have the Joker debate, he's the best one.
Yeah, he straight up just killed a bunch of people.
Yeah,
that's what
the only real one.
That's what Joaquin Phoenix does in the new one. He just kills somebody on live television.
I'm gonna watch.
I'm
gonna watch Joker later.
Yeah. I haven't watched that since we saw it in theaters. Wasn't that the only theater experience where, like, the lady who took our tickets was like, he can't go in, talking about me, he can't go in there because he's 17, and most of the time the theaters didn't really care because I was with an adult.
Well, you were with 2 adults that are related to you.
Was that... no, that was just me and you who saw Joker.
Was it just you and me, or was Ryan with us?
No, Ryan was not with...
Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, you're thinking of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But, so recently I watched Taxi Driver, and I just realized how much fucking... the Joker, like... I don't want to say rips off. I would want to say, like, pays...
I would not say it's I'd say they're two very different. I think the time frame is just similar.
But no, you're talking about the same idea was kind of with the Joker was like it's a drama from a character's point of view about them being insane pretty much, and there's multiple scenes that almost are an homage to Taxi Driver, like the scene where he dyes his hair, that's like when he shaves his head, or the scene where he the fuck was it? Where he's talking like with the gun he got and then he fires it. Like that's like the you talking to me? I don't think you talking to me. Like it's like that scene. And then it's then the whole plot line of like killing a person like a important figure to the masses or doing something like that was very similar to Taxi Driver. Like, because, spoilers for Taxi Driver, the Travis, played by Robert De Niro, his original plan was just to shoot was it like the candidate who was running for president, right?
Yeah.
But then he
ends up shooting.
Yeah, he ends up killing the...
No, he was practicing killing...
No.
Yeah, because...
No, he was originally going to kill the president because he was in like next to the president's...
You're talking about Taxi Driver?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Joker, he was just planning on shooting himself, but then he was going to shoot himself. Then he decided to kill Murray.
Oh, yeah, he was going to shoot himself.
Mm-hmm. But then like the Waynes who were running for like political office were shot, which a lot of people had a problem with that you saw the death of the Wayne family again. Also, do you think that's going to be Robert Pattinson Batman?
No, I don't think they're going to be connected.
Yeah. Also, I looked up...
What game is this? I'm sending you a screenshot. I keep seeing these videos of Cumtown, and there's this mining game in the background, and I need to figure out what it is.
Thanks for mentioning another podcast that's not mine.
Who gives a fucking shit? Am I not? We're referencing movies. You want to be a filmmaker, so what? You're not going to reference other movies?
No, fair. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck that is, man. But where was I? Okay, so yeah, but then like a lot of people had problems with the fact that it showed the Wayne murders again because that's a thing that has been shown through a lot of movies because you got it in Batman 1989, the Tim Burton one. Then you got it in The Dark Knight, Batman Begins. I love how whenever I talk about that franchise, I only really think of The Dark Knight because that's really the only one I've fully seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best out of the three, though. That's the thing, but... What were your opinions? You've seen all three of them. What do you think of the trilogy as a whole?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. I heard more negative things about Rises and Begins than Dark Knight. I mean...
Yeah, Dark Knight's the best out of the series, but...
Doesn't Liam Neeson play, like, Ra's al Ghul?
Ra's al Ghul in the first one.
Isn't it like a twist, though, that he's revealed to be Ra's al Ghul or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, because he like, trains...
Bruce Wayne.
And then, like, they say it's this other dude, like, this old Chinese dude up in the mountain or whatever with that...
But then they had to whitewash it so you could get the more famous actor to play. Sorry, yeah. Continue with what you're saying. But then doesn't he, like, kill that Asian dude, right?
Yes. And then in the end, you find out that
he was Ra's al Ghul all the time,
yeah.
Something that I just remember. Oh, yeah. So, in those movies, Bruce Wayne doesn't kill anybody, right? That's one of his rules as Batman. I think that's a rule with every Batman.
Yeah, that really gets set up in the first one because in order to become a League of Shadows, they make them murder this guy who just like stole some guy's he was living in a village and he stole some guy's sheep.
Yeah.
Like criminals mock justice for like its weaknesses or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the League of Shadows basically just kills anybody that does, which is like a super slippery slope. That's such a slippery slope to, because it's like, you really think some guy that stole some sheep deserves to die?
Well,
I mean, there's very few crimes that I think like are worth like somebody's life. I think
what if somebody
life, maybe, but
would rape constitute as death penalty?
I don't know.
Well, because I know this is
if somebody that I was close to got raped, I would murder that motherfucker. So it's hard to like.
But it's like I'm not. This is just an interesting thought that I just had. Not saying that I agree with this. It's interesting that we view killing somebody is a lesser offense than raping somebody. Like for most,
some people see rape as like one of the most serious violations of humanity you can possibly do.
Which, like, yes, it is scarring that person, but isn't taking another's life, like...
It depends. I think when you take somebody else's life, you give trauma to the people who love that person, but if you, like, violate that person, like, raping them or whatever, you're gonna give that person all that trauma.
Yeah, but then... But at least that person is still alive, but yet the effects of what could happen, the ramifications, is terrible... But you would be taking their life regardless if you would kill them.
I don't think you or me have a valid point of reference to give.
No. I'm saying it's just an interesting thing to talk about. We do not have any... But the point that I was getting at is, like, can you have, like, a rape scene in a movie and not have it be R?
No.
You don't think so?
You shouldn't.
For some reason, hold on.
I don't know. Are you asking my opinion, or are you asking?
I'm asking if there has been.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
A movie that.
You still have Halo?
I think so, but I'm not playing that while doing the podcast. Is there a movie that is PG-13 and has?
I'm trying to get back into it.
Rape scene. Wait.
Your search history is... You are flagged by the FBI.
That's whatever, man. They can fucking... So wait, the Zack Snyder movie Sucker Punch has rape in it, and it's PG-13.
Interesting.
I mean, well, to be honest, the PG... I've talked about this before. The PG rating in movies has evolved because PG... I don't know if I've talked to you about this before, but back in, like, before the 80s, there was only, like, 3 ratings. There was G, PG, and R. And NC, I think NC-17 was also created by this point. But once Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and Indiana Jones and the last... what's the first one? Raiders of the Lost Ark. Both of those movies are PG. And there's a scene where a guy's face gets melted off. So those movies made it a precedent to be like, okay, maybe we need something that not much is an R, but at the same time is not... That is not...
I think most people don't give a fuck about ratings. I've watched movies since I was...
Didn't you, like, Didn't you, like, get into Deadpool when you were, like, 16? With, like, no parental guidance?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised that I do not get asked my age ever. Because I think I look...
I don't get ID'd for alcohol very often. I mean, unless I'm going into, like, a bar or a club.
Yeah, because then
they have a bouncer at the door. I, like, don't get... When we go out, like, in... Like, I'm not gonna... When we go out near here and not in the city, like, smaller bars don't really ID me.
Yeah.
Liquor stores don't ID me. I mean, Walmart or, like, big franchises do, but...
Well, yeah, because then that's a court case, so...
Well, no, it's a court case either way. It's just that I think they're just, like, large corporations are required to...
Yeah.
Smaller businesses probably just don't care.
Have you ever gone to a movie where you were, like, the only one in the theater?
Not the only one. I've never been, no.
Or, like, the group you were... The group you were with were the only ones in the theater.
Not that I remember.
That has happened to me multiple times.
We also go and see shitty fucking movies, so.
Because I review them. No, when I went to go see the Candyman remake, I was the only one in the theater, so I literally was just, like, changing seats while I was watching the movie.
No way.
Oh, shut up. Surprisingly, the movie that I saw today, which is Dog, the Channing Tatum movie, there was, like, 2 other people in the theater, and they're, like, an old woman with, like, her daughter. I also saw, like, a matinee showing, so nobody was in there. So, that was probably why.
Matinee showing?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So, it's earlier, so it's, like, earlier in the day, so it's, like, $1 less. So, instead of, like, $9, it's $8.
Gotcha. Movies are usually, like, a night.
Yeah. I don't think... What has been the earliest time for movies? Because I feel like I remember, like, a 10 o'clock-ish showing being a thing, but...
I don't think movie theaters really open up until, like, afternoon, at least.
Yeah, I mean, technically, if you count midnight releases, that's 12 o'clock in the morning.
No. The morning doesn't flip over until, like, after 2 o'clock.
But the day starts...
2 o'clock is bar close, so I wouldn't count 2 a.m. the next day. I still consider that night.
But 12 o'clock is when the date changes, though.
Yeah, but I just, in my head, I don't.
Well, it's interesting that we call that 12 o'clock at night, but then what do we call 12 o'clock in the afternoon? Or what do we call...
I never say 2.
Like, do you say 2 o'clock in the morning? Would that be... Yeah, because you would say 2 o'clock in the morning if it was, like, a.m., and then...
If I wake up, if I'm out, and I'm still awake, which I usually am at 2 a.m., in my head, I just do that still. But I also work until 1, so...
Yeah.
My day starts at, like, noon, kind of ends at, like, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I mean... Have you ever done, like, an all-nighter before?
Oh, yeah.
I remember it was like we were at Grandma's house and we were up until like 4 in the morning, and then I went to bed at like that time, and then I woke up at like 7 and then stayed up for the rest of the day not feeling tired at all. I don't know what the fuck happened to where I could do that, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that now.
Yeah.
I'm tired as fuck all the time as it is.
You tired right now?
No.
So wait, so like right now would be like your afternoon, or...
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, right now it would be an hour until I have to leave for work, so... Wait, what time is it? That's 7.
It's like 7. That's an interesting thing where, like, me and you have talked about this before, where it's like, we judge people for staying up super late. Like, we're like, I've done this to you. I'm like, how the hell do you, like, do this? And then what do you say in, like, response? That it's, like, your time or something? I forgot what you said.
Yeah, it's a reference point. I'm not going to wake up until, like, 11 the next day. So,
yeah.
It's not late for me. Late for you.
How are you still, like, tired then if you wake up at 12 o'clock? Because you go to bed at, like...
I don't go to bed until, like, 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah, but then, like, do that math. What's... Like, if you wake up at 12...
That's like 7, 8 hours of sleep. It depends on the day.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of days where I get plenty of sleep, and then I just feel like not getting out of bed. Have you ever, like... What was the longest you've ever slept?
Over. Sometimes I'll sleep, like, 12 hours straight. Not more
Yeah.
than that. You have a really bad case of the
hangovers. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's such
an... If you're super hungover, you don't, like, feel like you're getting sleep. Because you're just going to feel tired still. Because your body's just, like, sick.
It's like, why did you do this to me?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
But then, like... So some that you gain a tolerance for alcohol, but then, like, does that then adjust the levels to where, like, it takes more to get you hungover? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, when you first started drinking, how many did it take you to get, like, hungover? Like, if you had to...
When you're younger, I think when you're, like, younger and you don't really get that hungover.
Well, yeah, that's what you guys keep.
I think just in, like, the past, like, year or two, I've been very prone to, like, severe hangovers.
Yeah. Doesn't it just feel like just a massive headache?
Depends.
Yeah. I mean, I just remember hanging out with you guys all the time when you guys are drunk. You do stupid shit that I'm not going to share on this podcast.
Yeah.
By the way, he's a legal adult, if anybody's wondering.
I don't think anybody cares.
Yeah, fair. Dude, the FBI, they're listening to us.
Are they gonna arrest me? I'm already 21.
Yeah, fair, man. I mean... Can you arrest... Yeah, you can. I was about to say, can you arrest somebody for doing something illegal in the past? But yeah, you can.
But there's like a time frame where it's... But they still need proof. Just because you say you did a crime in the past doesn't give them enough proof to prove that you actually did it.
So you can say that you...
Oh, you went to a court of law and said, I would like to arrest myself for doing drugs when I was whatever. I don't know
if that would work. Yeah. I mean... Fuck, what was I gonna say? It just went blank. My mind... Oh, fuck. Okay.
I don't know what you were gonna say.
Yeah, neither do I. But it's like, illegal actions, you know? Who gets to be judge, jury, and executioner, man?
Judge Dredd.
Have you seen that movie? Oh, wait, have you... Okay, I have
the new one or, like, the old one?
Either.
So I've seen either. I've seen parts of the newer one.
The newer one is pretty good. I've seen parts of it as well, but I've heard good things about it, so... I mean, if you had the option to move somewhere where snow wasn't a thing, would you move there?
No.
No? You like it too much?
Yeah, I don't really like anywhere where... I don't want to move to fucking Cali. I don't want to move to Florida. Fuck those places.
I feel like I like it when it's winter out because at least, this has always been my mindset, at least you can put on a coat. When it's hot out, what can you do you can't get naked or else you get arrested.
I don't like hot weather.
Has it ever been so, well, no, never mind. I was about to say, has it ever been so hot that you just sat naked? But no, that's yeah.
Well, no, because I have AC. I've never sat naked outside.
No, I'm not saying outside, just in your house.
No, we've always had AC.
Fair, but sometimes you say you just
it's
walk
not
around
cold enough.
naked. Do you want me to cut that out?
I don't care.
Have you ever slept naked?
Yes.
Yeah, just dick hanging out. Cock and balls hanging out.
I'm in my own home, or I don't care. Why would I care? Who the fuck's there to judge me?
Fair, but what if like a neighbor like looks through their window and just sees you?
Yeah, I'm not standing in front of my fucking window with my dick hanging out.
You know, there's been people who's done that, like just stood at their like window and looking at like the neighboring.
I'm also not looking into other people's fucking windows.
So you're not Seinfeld from the game episode. No. I'm out!
Yeah, no, I'm not a fucking creep. I respect people's privacy.
Yeah, fair. I mean, it's like peeping Toms are some of the most shitty people out there. You're invading people's privacy and stuff like that.
What kind of segue is that?
I don't know, man. I feel like you're not interested. You feel...
I mean, I don't know. I'm fine. Just all these conversations I feel like we've either had or seems redundant.
I don't know. I feel like we started off pretty well with the sex education talking.
What time are we at?
To be honest, I have no clue. I just go until I feel like, yeah, this is long enough. I feel like with my content that I've been doing recently that I've realized that I really fucking hate editing gaming videos. And it's like, this isn't necessarily a topic for conversation. This is just me telling the people at home. I might just stop editing and recording those, because my problem is I want to show gameplay, but I also want to make it be funny, so I can't find a good between with that, because it's also just not enjoyable for me to edit, so I think I'm just going to do streaming for games, but I have a bunch of fucking Ark shit recorded, so I'll edit through that and just post it. Yeah, and also expect more short films to be coming out, because I did the Paradox Killer short film, which I think, was decent. I don't think it was the best. Bryce, what was your opinion on it? You watched it. Yeah, my first time doing muzzle flashes and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like we've had some interesting conversations that I can edit through. You didn't say the N-word at all, so that's good.
Yeah, I think we got enough stuff recorded.
Yeah. Are you eating something?
Yeah, I'm eating chips.
What kind of chips?
Kettle chips.
Okay, potato chips. Well, anyways, this has been the Meandering Conversations. Make sure to like and subscribe down below, and please continue these interesting topics down in the comments below, even though we've talked about some very weird shit in this episode. Would you like to give any closing statement?
Don't do drugs.
Do lots of drugs. Okay, got it.